welcome to my tempo.
Oh yeah, we'll go to the tempo.
Good morning, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Jubel, and this is the awesome band. This is Jeff and Max and Ray, and I never ever introduced them, so I just thought I would. But welcome to the temple. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just come on in. Welcome to the presence. Welcome to the family. You know you don't have to hesitate. Just come on in. Come on in and sit down. I saw you peeking in the window. I bet you're wondering just what's going on. I put your man around. This is where you belong. And open up the doors now. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just come on in. Welcome to the presence. Welcome to the family. You know you don't have to hesitate. Just come on in. Come on in and sit down. Take it, Jeff.
Now did you notice all the love around you? And did you hear all the voices praising song? I hope you get yourself dancing and singing along. And let your body move now.
Welcome to the temple.
Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just come on in. Welcome to the presence. Welcome to the family. You know you don't have to hesitate. Just come on in. Come on in and get down to the beat now. Welcome, welcome, come on in. Welcome, welcome, come on in. Welcome, 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 come on in. Come on in. Welcome, 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 come on in. Welcome, 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 come on in. Welcome to the temple. Welcome, come on in. Welcome, welcome, come on in. Welcome, welcome, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the temple, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the temple, yeah, yeah. Come on in and sit down. Sit yourself down. Woo!
Good morning. We here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Cahuilla, Gabrielino, Tongva, Kizh, and Luiseno peoples. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly upon this land. We recognize our oneness so that we decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as God intended in harmony with nature and with one another. So good morning. Good morning. Hi. I already told somebody it's probably going to be a little goofy this morning because that's me. I'm a little goofy. I'm Dinah Williams. I'm the president of the Core Council here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, and I am also a practitioner. It is my honor and privilege to serve as guest host today for Neil, Reverend Neil, or Minister, well, almost Reverend Neil. I'm just, I'm knowing it. I'm knowing it. It's happening. So our wonderful Neil Hayner. I'd like to say hello to everyone joining us on our live stream today, and I left my phone over there, and I would have called names out. I'll do it later, I promise. So good morning. I'm happy you're here, too, and like and share. So So we have Neil as our amazing guest speaker. Like I said, it's going to be a little goofy today. Apparently I affirmed that, and so now I'm going to do it. So anyway, Jubel,
Yes?
it's all you, baby.
All right, a little spirit in this place. I know you'll know it.
Good morning. My name is Amber Holland. I'm one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Aww. Aww. Practitioner Dinah Williams and I will be available after service for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room behind the lobby. Please do not leave here with anything on your heart. We would love to pray with you and absolutely know that prayer works. Now please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wake to these precious moments when I hear In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world filled with chaos and noise. I awake to these precious moments when I hear all that can never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God. I find God. I find myself.
Just breathing that all in, taking it all in. If everyone can join me in consciousness, resting into that still, quiet place within, that place where there is only one light, one love, one source of all that is. It is the ever-flowing perfection and peace that is always present. It is the voice in the darkness. It is the calm, still equanimity of a slow, tranquil stream. It is life. It is love. It is everything and everyone. It is the beauty of rain, the power of waves crashing. And it is everything that I am. It is each and every part of me. From the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, I am made of everything that Spirit is. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every person, that we are one with Spirit, one with the divine, moving freely and effortlessly through this beautiful, flowing, perfect game called life, drenched in all the goodness that is God, resting in the stillness of Spirit, and knowing that we are all one with Spirit. I know that today we can rest, trust, and know that there is a flow within us, surrounding us, moving through us, that is always present, that Spirit is our source, our substance, our water, our life, that we leave here full of all of the goodness of God, knowing fully that we are one with Spirit, drenched in love, cradled in the arms of God always. And I simply let this be so. And together we say, and so it is.
There's a promise, I feel it coming, in the rising of a turning tide, where every burden shall be lifted on the surge of faith inside. future is open and wide. We are guided, we are gifted, we are lifted up inside, and nobody can do it for us. We sing our own hallelujah chorus. We are rising higher and higher in this turning tide. We are rising higher and higher in this turning tide. In this turning tide.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Jabel.
You're welcome.
Jeff and Max and Ray. Yeah, hi, Mike. Ray.
Ray?
Oh, gosh, the goofiness continues, apparently. Oh, so beautiful as always, you guys. So I want to just say good morning to some people online. Hi, Constance and Bill. And hi, Wayne. Hi, Lupe and John. And hi, Corey. And hi, Michelle. So good morning to all of you people online again. And good morning again to all of you. Are you guys ready to do our focus statement? Yeah. All right. I kind of messed Michelle up a little bit because Neil was supposed to do the focus statement, and I said, no, I need to say hi to everybody. So, are you guys ready? All right, we're going to do it with all the V's, with vim, vigor, vitality, voluptuousness, vivaciousness, excellent. And no, we are not doing it with violence, Jocelyn. Poor thing. She gets called out by Jeff. She gets called out by me. Poor thing. So, are we ready? All right. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. All right. Now, let's give a big rousing Riverside welcome to our beautiful, beloved Neil Hayner. Woo!
Am I on? Oh, there I am. I always feel a little bit like Moses up here. This is quite a little big mountain. It's like the voice of God. Well, for those of you that might not know me, my name is Neil Hayner. I am a practitioner extraordinaire and ministerial student. And as some of my friends like to call me, the almost Reverend Neil. As of a month ago, I am officially a senior. So I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Don't get senioritis.
Yeah. Well, and I'm really honored and privileged that Jeff asked me to fill in for him. I know that he is having a wonderful time on his well-earned and well-deserved vacation. I saw some pictures of him on his cruise. Looks like they are having a blast. And this is actually a practicum for me. So you guys get to grade me. Just be kind. So the Center for Spiritual Living Worldwide has a theme of living everyday wonder. This year we've been looking at how spirituality ties in with our everyday lives, like our bodies, our relationships, our work, our emotions. And this month, in the month of August, we're talking about nature. And for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take us on a little journey where we look at some spiritual principles as revealed by nature. And today, we're going to be taking a look at some spiritual principles of water. But, it seems to me that nature is such a reflection of the divine. It's what we're called to do. We want to be out in nature. It's that one life, that force that, for the Star Wars fans out there, it is the force, right? When we're in nature, we feel somehow more connected, more at peace. It feeds our soul. I know that for me, a couple of years ago, during the first COVID lockdown, One of the things that really calmed me and helped ground me was just going for a walk and being really in tune with the nature of just my neighborhood. It replenished me, it grounded me, it fed me, and it helped me deal with that challenging time. So this week we're going to be looking at water, and water for many cultures symbolizes spirituality. It symbolizes spirit. It symbolizes depth. It symbolizes the divine feminine. I know for those of us in Southern California, however, it often represents that thing of lack that we never seem to have enough of. So before we get started talking about these spiritual principles about water, I'm going to give you some interesting facts. Oh, so those of you who don't know me, I'm a 4th grade teacher. So it comes out sometimes. Just be forewarned. So when water freezes, it expands by 9%. Yeah, we all knew that. But did you know that the fact that water expands, it's one of the few substances in the universe that actually expands instead of contracts when it gets colder? And the fact that water expands and becomes lighter than liquid water is the only reason that life is possible on Earth. Because if water became more dense than liquid water, the oceans would freeze over. But the fact that ice floats is what allows life to exist on Earth. Nearly 97% of the world's water is salty or otherwise undrinkable. Another 2% is locked up in the ice caps and the glaciers. Probably a little less now. So that leaves just 1% of all the Earth's water for humanity's needs. All of its agriculture, residential, manufacturing, community, all of our personal needs has to come out of that 1% of water. 75% of the human brain is water, and 75% of a living tree is water. Coincidence? I always like to explain to my 4th graders that water is made of course, 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. Hydrogen is an explosive gas. So when you're drinking water, you're drinking an explosive gas. My 4th graders. But when they combine, they become an entirely third thing that's like neither one of the other two. That is synthesis. Water is everywhere in our life. It's in our bodies. It is in the air that we breathe. It is in the land. It's no wonder that spiritual cultures from all over the world and every tradition view water as a symbol for the soul, for the spirit. Did you know that at any given time, there's about 37.5 billion gallons of water in the atmosphere? And of course, as Dinah reminded us this morning during her meditation, about 60% of your body is made of water. So it's no wonder that when life gets a little crazy, I don't know about you, but when life gets a little stressful, my first thought is, man, I need to go to the beach. Man, I just really need to go sit by the lake. There's something in our soul, in our body, that water that makes up our brain and our cells and our whole system. It's in symbiosis. It's in vibration with all that water that is around us. So I have 5 spiritual principles for you this morning that come from the wisdom of water. And I'm really excited about this topic. I had to actually kind of constrain myself down because this is one of those topics that I could go on for forever. So the first spiritual principle is creating change. The wisdom of water tells us that change can come quickly or it can come slowly. Here in Southern California, if you haven't been noticing, it's been pretty hot and humid. And up where I live in Yucaipa, there's been thunderstorms almost every single day, washing out roads, flash flooding, It's happened up in the high desert and in the mountains. It seems like our monsoonal moisture is a little bit more this year. But when you have that flash flood, it represents that quick and fast change. But water can also carve out magnificent Grand Canyons over 5.5 million years. The Tao Te Ching, Chinese book of spirituality, says that nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. You know, sometimes in our culture, we tend to value the fast and the furious. We think that to make an impact, we actually have to make an impact. We have to be strong and flatten every obstacle in our way. And that works sometimes. But it's also possible to be soft, to persevere, to be gentle, and over time make an even bigger impact. Maybe there's a place in your life where you're looking for a little change. And maybe that hard, fast way doesn't seem to be working for you. Maybe it's time to go with the flow. Maybe it's time to be soft and gentle. Because being soft and gentle is just as much a sign of strength as being fast and powerful. Lao Tzu said that life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Rather, let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. In the Edinburgh Lectures, Thomas Troward, one of the teachers of the founders of our philosophy, Ernest Holmes, says that you know you're in alignment with God and with Spirit when you are in the flow, when things come easily, when you feel like you are on a smooth track. Go with the flow. The second spiritual principle I want to talk to you today about is becoming clear. Ernest Holmes says that just as water purifies itself as it flows, so the impure stream of our mental life becomes purified by applied constructive thinking. What does that mean? Well, here's the illustration. It used to be in our foundations class. I don't know if they do this anymore, but they would get a big bottle of cloudy, dirty water. And slowly, drip by drip, they would put new water into that container. And slowly, drip by drip, the water that was dirty and cloudy would become clear. Our mental atmosphere is a lot like that. Our thinking can be polluted with false beliefs and ideas that don't serve us. But slowly, with spiritual practice like affirmative prayer and affirmations, drop by drop, we clarify our thinking. Like water carves out the Grand Canyon, slowly we carve out new neural pathways in our brain. We see new awarenesses and we have new thinking, new perspectives that change our life. That is the science of mind. That is what we teach here at the Center for Spiritual Living. Change your thinking one day, one drop at a time, and you will change your life. The Buddhist path tells us that our minds are often like turbulent water in which mud has been stirred up. It is only when we become still and allow that turbulent water of our minds to settle that we can really see things clearly. Ernest Holmes was very fond of saying that our life is a reflection of our thinking. But if our thinking is all stirred up and all turbulent, we don't get a clear reflection of what's going on in our life. We have to become willing to be still, to stop, to listen to that still small voice, to allow that turbulence in our mind to settle and allow that water to clear. Maybe this morning there's a place in your life that's a little bit less than clear. Maybe you're not sure what path to take. Maybe you're feeling some divine discontent. Maybe you're being called this week to allow all that turbulent water to settle and to become clear about what's going on for you. The third spiritual principle I call the change of state. Now, once again, I am a fourth grade teacher, so I'm about to drop some science for you. Don't worry, I have a point. Just stay with me. First, I want to mention that at its core, science is the study of nature and its laws. And all those old-time theologians and philosophers tell us that studying nature and its laws is the best way to understand God. And of course, we know that's because there really is only one. There's a reason why Ernest Holmes called our teaching the science of mind. But that's probably another talk for another day. So hopefully you know from your elementary science classes that there are 3 states of matter: liquid, solid, and gas. Good job, you passed 4th grade. Now, there's actually a 4th state of matter called plasma that we're just starting to teach 4th graders, but like I said, that's probably another talk for another day. So we have 3 states of matter. In water, we call them ice, the solid version, water, the liquid version, and steam or water vapor. Now, here comes the spiritual part. How does ice become liquid? How does it melt? We add energy. We increase the vibration of the molecules. How does that liquid become a gas? Again, we add energy. We increase the vibration, and it boils. So what's my point? Again, Ernest Holmes tells us that if we change our thinking, we change our life. But how does that work? Changing our thinking changes our vibration, the energy of your thought. And that thing in your life that you thought was solid, unmovable ice suddenly begins to melt. Our spiritual practices, like affirmative prayer, meditation, affirmation, and sacred service, change your vibration. You know, there is a Japanese psychologist, I think he is. His name is Masaru Emoto. And he has a New York Times best-selling work called The Message of Water, in which he took pictures of water crystals that had been exposed to both negative words and positive words. And you can see in the pictures themselves the difference that that vibration makes. The water that was exposed to positive words have beautiful crystals of symmetrical shapes. And the water crystals that were exposed to negative words were misshapen or did not form crystals at all. So imagine our bodies are made up of 60% water. How do the words that we hear, the words that we say, affect the water in our bodies? I know some people that when that book first came out, they would have water bottles, and they would put their word that they were going for on their water bottle. And I was getting ready for my talk. I said, man, I should have done that for my 4th graders last week. And give them all water bottles that say calm on them. Would have been an interesting experiment anyhow. One of Ernest Holmes' teachers, Emma Curtis Hopkins, wrote that if words can make us blush, imagine what else they can do. If our words and thoughts can change the formation of water crystals, imagine what else they can do. But that increase in vibration, that change of state also requires energy. You just can't sit at home and hope things will change. You need to, as we are fond of saying, treat and move your feet. Take action towards that thing that you want, that world that you want to create. There's another lesson in here for us, though. In our statement of belief, Ernest Holmes wrote that we believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding. What does that mean? It means that when ice, water, and vapor are all forms of water, in its essence, the soul of what water is doesn't change. What does change is its form. This is a perfect metaphor for what Ernest Holmes says happens to us when we die. Our solid bodies melt away, and our spirit, or the individual soul, becomes a liquid state. Not different in our essence, but a higher vibration. A change, not of matter, but of the soul. Not in essence, but of vibration. And our soul is forever and ever expanding and increasing its vibration. So here's the fourth spiritual principle. Fill the container and seek your own level. I was actually introduced to metaphysics by my 7th grade Spanish teacher. He would probably get a lot in trouble for this these days. But he's the one that got me started reading Illusions in 7th grade and the Course in Miracles, which, 7th grade, I didn't get a lot of it, but it started me on the path that led to me standing up here today. And my 7th grade Spanish teacher was really always very fond of saying, well, water seeks its own level. And what that means as an idiom is that we attract people that match our vibration, right? And it also means for me that life seeks out balance. That whenever things get a little bit topsy-turvy in our life, that the water seeks its own level. It becomes balanced. So the first part of that is fill your container. One of the properties of water is it fills whatever container that it's in. If you've ever accidentally left a water bottle in the freezer, you know this rule. Water expands. A water in a glass takes on the shape of that glass. It fills the container. Water vapor fills the space that it's in. What's my point? Find people who will help you fill your container. Find those people that help you reach your fullest potential and match your vibration. Find the people who don't drain that energy away from you. Water is a valuable resource, just like your life. It deserves to be long and full and beautiful. Don't waste it on people and past hurts that keep you from filling up the container of your life. Fifth spiritual principle. How we treat our water is a reflection of our values. Your body is made of 60% water. Our planet is covered by water. From outer space, it can be seen as a beautiful blue planet. But we as human beings tend to abuse that privilege. We pollute our water. We give it over to income appreciating corporations who charge us to drink the water that comes naturally in the world. We pollute our water. We drain it away from that life. So we have the opportunity to be mindful about how we use the water in our life. It's especially important here in California. So, as you look at these 5 spiritual principles, I want you to remember that water is something that we all have in common. It is an expression of our unity. There is not a living thing in this world that doesn't have water within it, that doesn't require water. We are all connected to each other, and we are all connected to Spirit. So let's work towards a world that honors this important life-sustaining resource. And as a part of our spiritual practice, we bring our awareness to the water in our lives this week. Notice those spiritual principles, the wisdom of water that is all around you. We put our spiritual principles to work to increase our vibration, change our lives, and help create the world that works for all and all of creation. And so it is. And so I invite all the practitioners and members of the board and ministers who are with us to join me as you stand in consciousness and prayer. And so we simply just take this moment in the silence to allow our awareness of Spirit to wash over us. To recognize that we live and move and have our being in an ocean of love, an ocean of peace, an ocean of wisdom, an ocean of grace. It is all around us. It is who and what we are. We are that drop of the ocean. All of the ocean, all that the ocean is contained in that single drop. And just as much, we contain all that is within the ocean of God. It is who and what we are. And so knowing that this morning, I speak my word for myself. I speak my word for every single person in this room. I speak my word for any single person who is viewing this online now or in the future. Knowing that Spirit is always present in our lives. We simply seep in that water of life. We allow Spirit to fold and flow through us in every way possible. And I simply know this morning that wherever there is the appearance of lack, that flow of good, that flow of abundance comes flowing in and washes away any sense of lack or doubt or fear, because that is not who we are. And I know that wherever there is a perception of a need for physical healing, that wholeness, that wellness, that perfect peace washes over us, washing away any sense of pain or discomfort or lack or limitation. I know that whatever is being called for this morning is present because God is present. And knowing that is true, I can be grateful for it. I am so thankful for the abundance of water on our planet, for the wisdom that it can teach us. I'm so grateful for the ways that it nourishes my life and allows me to be present here today. I'm grateful for this truth. I'm grateful for these spiritual principles. And I release this word into that law, that perfect reflection that reflects back perfectly everything that has been placed upon it. And it only says yes and more, yes and more. And if you agree with any part of this spiritual mind treatment, I invite you to say with me, and so it is.
There was always a power I could feel. It was a guidance to tell me the way to go. Oh, but nowadays I feel like I can't hear that voice. I've been flying blind. I need you to come and be my eyes.
Be my eyes.
River wise to carry me back home.
I cannot remember the way.
River wise to carry me back home.
I surrender today.
I was always a charm flower child. Oh, I would sit for hours and listen to the sky. But nowadays I feel like I don't have that choice. Oh, I have been looking down in desperation. I need to be my inspiration.
Inspiration.
River wise, carry me back home.
I cannot remember the way.
River wise to carry me back home.
I surrender today. I bow down.
Bow down and I humble myself.
I can't do this.
God, I need your help. All the material things, they feel like chains. If you're not here beside me, you're the reason I sing. Help me to remember the way. I surrender. I surrender. Help me to remember. Only you can show me.
Only you can show me the way.
I surrender.
I surrender
You are the only way. You are the only way. God, I need you. Show me the way. God, I need you to show me the way.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. I invite our beloveds in service today, collecting on behalf of Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, our Cindy Lambert and, Stuart Williams. That would be my husband for all of you online.
Of course, Dave.
And receiving is Tamara Ralston. So, the easiest way to give, we say this every week, the easiest way to give is text to give, and that's true. But there's one step that's even easier, and actually it brings me such joy every week, because I schedule my weekly donation or a conscious contribution to this beloved community, I schedule it to go on Monday. So every week, automatically, it goes, and I get a little message saying thank you. And so it's just a reminder, and it just makes me smile every single week when I see that come through in my email. Thank you from Riverside Center for Spiritual Living for your conscious contribution. It just, makes my heart happy. And so I encourage you to, and I don't have to think about it. So that makes it a little bit easier too, whether I'm here or not. We're all here, right? The center's still here. So whether I'm here or not, every week I am grateful and happy to be a part of this community. So, one of the easy ways to give is with text to give, which is 951-419-5858. You just type in the amount and hit send. And if you want to do it weekly, and I'm not the only one who does this, or we're not the only ones who do this, I should say. You just type in weekly after that. And it's just like texting a friend, which is what you're doing and what we are all doing. So, and then the other ways you can give is you can give online on our website at riversidecsl.org. In the upper right-hand corner, under the tab Contribute, you can give the old-fashioned way or the in sanctuary way with the baskets. So I invite you to hold your contribution over your heart. I'm holding my phone. And repeat the affirmation with me. I give and receive freely and generously, with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds in kind. My beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is. Once again, goofiness.
Behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Oh, I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
I told somebody a couple of weeks ago that doing this sort of thing, it's not rocket science, and it's not brain surgery. Nobody's going to die if you screw up, and when you do, it allows other people to recognize that it's okay to not be perfect. So apparently I'm demonstrating that quite a bit today. So now, time for announcements. We have a lot of announcements. This month we are supporting our furry friends through with Mary S. Roberts. We are bringing in canned and dried food, and you can leave it in the lobby. And Jeannie and Mike Kataoka are going to, at the end of the month on August 28th, will pick it up and take it to Mary S. Roberts to support that. It is a beautiful no-kill shelter that we have in this community. So we love supporting them. And so next is I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, Ward 1 Cleanup Day. Also, Jeannie. Go see Jeannie for lots of things. She's got another thing, I think, in here somewhere. Yes. So go see Jeannie about the Ward 1 cleanup, which is on August 27th. August 27th in the morning. Ward 1, for those of you that may not be aware, is our neighborhood. And so there's a neighborhood cleanup happening that day from 8 to 11 in the morning, and you can sign up and participate in that. So, and next Sunday, we're having our ice cream social. So I know Allison rolls her eyes every single time I say this, but I want everybody to wear fun hats, like a tea party or something. Let's do something silly. So, because apparently I'm good at that. So wear a fun hat and let's have some nice, lovely, cooling ice cream. We'll make sure that we have vegan options as well as regular ice cream. So. Movie night is also on August 27th. We are going to be watching a movie and then having a chat afterwards with a metaphysical twist. And as we've said before, just to give you a hint about the movie, we might be talking about Bruno. So, and so that's 7 p.m. on August 27th, and it'll be downstairs in the community room. And Pride, so we are, I'm so excited. We're going to have a booth at the Pride Festival on September 4th. It is from 1 to 9 at the Riverside Community Center downtown. And I encourage everybody to go and support and check out all the cool stuff that's going to be happening there. I'm sure there will be music and all kinds of other things happening. And we are having our annual fish fry, and Frank is not here. Is there anybody else who wants to come up and chat about that? There will also be at the fish fry. Please sign up for it. It is September 18th at 11:30, right after service, and we will also have vegan options there too. So, which is awesome. I love that we've expanded all of our food choices. And next is the brush and brunch, right? Yay! Brush and brunch. So fun activity. You know those paint parties, right? Well, Ray and Greg are going to be hosting a brush and brunch in Johnson Hall, and with our beautiful stained glass as the focus for the painting. So you can sign up for that online, and you'll get a little munchies and a little sip of something, right, Ray? You get a little sip of something. Yeah, if you so choose. And we were talking about today the flow of life and the flow and being in the flow. And we have a workshop that helps us be in the flow of abundance. So Rachero McCreary, who has spoken for us when we were doing it online, she spoke for our center, and she actually paneled me, so that was kind of cool. She's a lovely human being and really good at this whole manifesting more money thing. So if that is something that you're interested in, which I can't imagine anybody not wanting, a little more to share, a little more to do, a little more is good. More is good. So it starts September 1st. You can sign up online. You go to our website, and there's a link there. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I don't think so. Oh, one more thing. We do have an opportunity to provide support to Rita Marie Johnson, who is the founder of the Connection Practice. She is going to be here with her spouse and support person, her administrative assistant or something like that, right? In this area, and they are looking for lodging for 2 nights. So, and that is October 5th and 6th. So if you could go see Jeannie, if you would like to host somebody who is got clearly an amazing spirit and really doing the work that we love in this world. So, okay, time for our affirmation. There's a lot of announcements. You guys ready? All right, let's stand up and do our affirmation. I will read it, I will say it, and then you guys can say it. We'll all say it together. I am grateful for the waters of life that sustain me. Okay, one more time, loud and proud. I am grateful for the waters of life that sustain me. Awesome. Love it. Okay, are we ready for our benediction? Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. I'm not feeling it, people. Come on. Love is in everything I do. That's better. I am it. I share it. And I receive it. Because love lives here.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it, share it, receive it. And I move it forward because love lives here. Love lives here.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. love lives